What's up, YouTube? It's Tuesday night, so you know yesterday was Monday Night Raw, and we are here to talk about it. Logan Paul's the first one to come out, and he sits here and says that he didn't want to show up after he saw the dark and gloomy natty that they were at. I believe they were at. They decided, you know what? No, I should be their gift to this town to make it worth the doom and gloom. Shortly after that, CM Punk decides to come out, says that Logan Paul is barely a flash in the pan while he's out making records and making moments. Logan Paul gets a little offended and slaps the taste out of CM Punk's mouth, which then CM Punk said, go ahead. Then he decided to run. Run while you can, because Saturday it's not just a ring. You're locked in the cage. And I don't think I don't think Logan Paul was supposed to smack him as hard as he did. They slow-moed it, and that was hard. That was almost like a shoot slap. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a receipt Saturday during the Elimination Chamber. Penta, Kaiser, and Dunn come out for their triple threat match. And I tell you, Penta was made to be a star in this match. Cannonball on the outside. Did a Hurricanrana onto Ludwig Kaiser, I believe it was. No, it was Pete Dunne from the top rope, throwing Dunn into Kaiser. Pete Dunne hits his finisher. Gets a 1-2 that's interrupted by Luke Kaiser. Luke Kaiser then gets brought to his knees, and when that happens, Penta just decides to jump off his back to hit a Mexican destroyer onto Dunn. When he gets back into the ring, Kaiser hits his DDT, which basically looks like an Alexa Bliss sister Abigail, if you really look at it. But Kaiser gets the 1-2-3 in the win. Rhea's then interviewed, and she says that she is keeping an eye out on the Elimination Chamber, but she's focused on next Raw for her match against a person she's never beaten, Io Sky. Io Sky then shows up and says that she is like out of nowhere, out of thin air. It just says, "I will be world champion at WrestleMania." I think next Monday is going to be banging night. New Day comes out to go against the NWO, the LWO. What? The LWO. And the New Day, before the match starts, says that we should thank God for them being here. I don't know if God had anything to do with it, but if he did, return to sender. The LWO did not waste any time, however, then just ran straight into the ring to go after Kofi King, Xavier Woods, aka New Day. And had the advantage for quite a bit. New Day gets the advantage though, however, once Kofi gets a blind tag, pulls the ropes, and makes one of the LWOs is Wild, and I can't remember the other one's name. It wasn't Wild though. And I mean, you can't really blame me when the whole time the LWOs ever featured always Rey Mysterio and like Dragon Lee are always the ones tagging. You don't get to see the other ones, so it's kind of forgetful. And that's on WWE, to be honest with you. Storytelling on that one. I mean, we're gonna call a spade when we see it. Anyway, Kofi pulls down the ropes, gets the advantage. New Day does their patented kicks. I think they changed the name of them, but it was constantly tagging, leading into a huge drop kick by Kofi Kingston. Wild finally gets the tag, and he does a couple of back-to-back DDTs. Then the LWO hits a couple dives on the outside onto him. Woods then distracts the ref so Kofi Kingston can get the advantage, which leads to their double team, which leads to them winning the match. And then after the match, they decide to keep attacking the LWO, which Dragon Lee then comes out, gets the advantage. You think he's going to take care of it, but the numbers game just becomes too much, and the New Day take him out as well. Cut backstage where Finn is now arguing with Dom about all the stuff going on, which then Liv Morgan and Raquel shows up, talks about their women's tag team championship, more on that later, and their Elimination Chamber match. And you know, you can just tell tensions are still just I don't think New Day's gonna last that much longer, or either that or Finn Balor will be leaving sooner than later. Which I can go for because I think Finn needs to be on his own. I think revive his I think you can revive his career if you put him on his own 100%. Gunther's then in the ring, and he says he's finally turning around in a new leaf about facing Jey Uso because now he can't wait to embarrass Jey Uso at the biggest stage of them all, even though he's already done it Saturday Night's main event. Doing it at WrestleMania will be a more acolytes for him. He then says that he's getting to pick his own opponent, and who is his opponent tonight? But Akira Tozawa. Kazawa surprisingly holds his own here, and he does, get some shots in, but he just gets his head knocked off by a huge boot. Gets power bombed, and then choked out for the win. And it's just a crazy. You were rooting for him because he was just going all out. Like, he was holding his own. After the big kick, he started to fighting back again, but once he got that power bomb and that choke, that was it. And then Otis comes in to help make sure that Gunther, I almost said Walter, Gunther doesn't take advantage. And as he's looking over his fallen brethren, Gunther comes in, puts the choke on him, which then brings out Jey Uso, who comes out, and Gunther just runs away like the scalded dog he is. Intercontinental Women's Championship is now on the line next, with Dakota Kai challenging against Lyra Valkyria. And I'm going to tell you something. You let me know in the comments below, but I'm going to tell you, this match surprised the hell out of me. It was a little slow at start, but it started kicking in. Like, Dakota Kai ahead in the advantage for a little bit after a cannonball on the outside. Then shortly later, Lyra Valkyria hits a huge superplex. I almost wondered if she got hurt, but it was beautiful superplex from the top rope. Then out of nowhere, they both just keep trading pins. Like, there was a roll up that led to another roll up, which led to a bridge, which led to backslide to another roll up to another pin bridge to another. It was just back and forth, and at this point in time, the crowd is just going wild for it. Like I said, I don't think anybody was looking forward to this match. I know I personally was just like, it's going to be a typical match. I didn't really like the first match for the title, to be honest with you. I think something needs to change here or something here. But halfway through this match, this rematch, it got really, really good. And I mean, at the end of the day, Lyra Valkyria hit her finisher and gets the 1-2-3. Successfully has her first defense under her belt. Ivy Nile then came out, took out Dakota Kai at the ramp, went in and just took out Lyra Valkyria. So I'm pretty sure Ivy Nile will be the next one, and I have a feeling they're gonna give. I think she's gonna get the belt. A vignette came on about Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens unsanctioned match this Saturday at Elimination Chamber. And, Sami revealed that not only did Kevin Owens last Friday go to Sami Zayn's house, Sami Zayn went to Kevin Owens' house, which his grandmother, I believe he said, was there. And they just sat there and had a conversation. And then he went home, and then he felt sick to his stomach. I don't know what that means. Kind of cryptic. But I have a feeling we're going to know more Friday. I'm really. This is one of the matches I'm excited for Saturday. I'm really excited to see this. They always put on a great match. We had Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio. Ever since last week, Breaker broke Dom in half. Now that he got put back together, he wants to get revenge, and didn't. Dom gets thrown out by Breaker out of the ring early into the match. He gets thrown back in. Braun Breaker hits that 22-mile-per-hour clothesline he does, and literally takes him out of his shoes. Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Carlito start helping, which gives Dom a little bit of advantage, but Breaker just keeps turning it around and getting it because it's Dominic. Dom finally hits the 619, goes for the frog splash, but gets countered with the Frankensteiner by Braun Breaker, which leads to a pit or to him setting up for the spear. As he was doing that, however, Judgment Day interfered again, got caught. Disqualification. Winner by disqualification is Braun Breaker. Braun then gets rid of Judgment Day, goes to spear Dom. Dom dodges, and he just spears Carlito out of his. It was a good spear, man. We go in the back again where Ivy Nile starts getting interviewed about why she did what she did, when we all know why she did what she did. She wants the belt. Everybody knows it. You don't even have to ask it. And as this interview is going on, the War Raiders show up and take out the rest of American Made. And yeah, that next match I think is going to be a banger as well. Cody Rhodes then comes out and yeah, what? I don't know why I always feel like I have to do the wall when I say his name. Cody Rhodes comes out and he says that he starts talking about the Rock's offer, and he kind of started sounding like he might actually take the offer. Which, before we get that figured out, however, Seth Rollins comes out and asks, "What are you doing?" And it's like, Seth, if you would have waited maybe 5 more minutes, we probably would have known exactly what's going on in his head. Seth also iterates that he's going to win the Elimination Chamber when he goes to WrestleMania to go against Cody Rhodes. He doesn't want to go against a shill corporate Cody Rhodes. He wants to go against that hungry Cody Rhodes from 2019 and the Cody Rhodes he helped last year, which I think we're really going to get. I don't think it's going to be Seth though. I don't think Cody's going to trade. I honestly wonder if it's going to be a triple threat and Rock's going to try it last year. It didn't work so well. Maybe he'll try it again this year. I guess we'll find out. We cut to the back where Jey Uso is hanging out with his friends, Alpha Omega. And as he's leaving, downtown under, whatever the hell they are, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, start talking all this crap about how if you're a friend of Jey Uso, you might end up in the hospital or wearing an ice pack. Now, Jay didn't take that too kindly. He went yeet, super kicked Grayson Waller in the face. And, yeah, I have a feeling we'll get that match probably next Monday. Finally, the main event, the women's tag team titles, Bianca Belair and Naomi versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And this match delivered exactly what I thought it was. Was it a great match? No. Was it a bad match? No. Was it a good match? Yeah. Was it an okay match? Yeah. It's like somewhere between okay and good. You know what I mean? Like it did what it was going to do. We kind of figured what was going to. Well, I mean, there was a couple people that thought somebody would show up. Spoiler, they didn't. And but it was still a good match. I didn't get bored watching it. Early on, Belair and Naomi go right for Raquel Rodriguez, where they throw her into the timekeeper area through the barricade, keeping her out for a while, and then they just go at Liv Morgan back and forth. Liv was not making it any longer, but Raquel finally comes back and helps out. But once we go to the commercial and then come back to commercial, somehow Naomi turned it around and is hitting a huge face buster. She tags Bianca Belair. Bianca goes on the top rope and goes for that beautiful 450 splash that she hit so well. But this time it looked stiff. I think she was off by a little bit. And I mean, I'm not here to pick poke. It was still a beautiful looking move. So a good move. But you could tell, like, ooh, yeah, that wasn't quite on the mark, was it? Raquel Rodriguez then rakes the eyes with Bianca and sets up for the double team code breaker with Liv Morgan, which gets a very, very, very close 3 count. I mean, it was 2.99999. Very close. Beautiful move, by the way. I like that finisher. But then, of course, as they start getting their game back on track, Bianca and Naomi there, Dom comes out to repay the favor, basically what the other New Day members did for his match. He comes out and he distracts the ref. Raquel Rodriguez hits that power bomb she does, and then followed by Liv Morgan hitting the Oblivion for also another very close 3 count, another 2.999999. At this point, the crowd is just going wild. It is loud. Bianca Belair hits the KOD, the Kiss of Death, for a 2 count. It's another move, goes for another pin. Dom puts Liv's foot on the ropes right in front of the ref. I don't know what the ref was doing. I'm clearly not seeing anything because, like, he was looking in the direction. Come on, ref, open your eyes. Dom interferes once again after that, and Dom distracts the ref once again for Raquel to go up and grab Trinity, smash her face into the new ring posts. They have lighting ring posts. Hits her on that. She falls down. Liv rolls over, pins her, gets the 1, 2, 3, and your new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the Judgment Day. All in all, I give the show a big yay. I'm looking forward to the next week. We got quite a bit of things cooking. I'm really looking forward to seeing SmackDown, which I will have a review for that on Saturday out as soon as possible. Probably Saturday morning. And then we got the Elimination Chamber on Saturday. That review will be out on Monday. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you thought of last night's Monday Night Raw. Did you enjoy it? Are you excited for the future? Are you excited for the Elimination Chamber? Let me know. If you think WrestleMania is scarcely not booked enough yet, let me know in the comment sections. And make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this kind of thing. Share it with your friends that they like wrestling so they can tell me how much of a dumb bearded man I am when it comes to wrestling. But until then, be great to yourself, be good to others. Tell somebody you care about, make the day better. Peace.